kind of fun to be up here. How are you guys? You still all awake? Okay, good. We didn't get the really wild photo. We were kind of looking forward to that. So I wore my Harry Potter glasses for my girls. I am here to introduce Sara Castro, who is 18 and a guard. She just had her birthday last Saturday. And she's from the Canary Islands, which is part of Spain. But we had to do a little bit of Anne learning her geography at how far south that is. It's actually off the coast of Morocco. It's very warm. And it's an archipelago of 7 islands. And I grew up in an archipelago in Alaska, so it's about as far away from each other as we possibly could have been growing up. But for the team, I will say we had no football team. Basketball ruled everything. So I'll be there watching you guys play. Sara played on a club team that did very well. It's number 1 right now, a bunch of 16 to 18-year-old players. They have club teams in the Canary Islands. And she did very well at the championship, which was last May. And as a function of that, a scout created a video of all of her points and rebounds and steals, and that was shared with coaches in the US, which was pretty remarkable. And after the championship, she got offers, but her parents didn't tell her because she was going into a month of exams, and they didn't want her not to study. So they withheld that information conveniently for a while, till about a week before her exams, and then they let her know that all of this stuff was happening. She had offers from New York and Indiana and some other places, and all she knew about Colorado was Denver. So she got online, and she looked at photos, and Boulder's pretty beautiful, so we won her over. But she also said it was a very sweet phone call she got from the coach that convinced her to come, because there's a 7-hour time difference. And she was getting calls at 10 a.m., which means the coach was up at 3 a.m. making calls to her to try to convince her to come. That's pretty special. She has also seen her first snow here in Boulder. She's also seen her first real buffalo, and best, she says. She's the first in her family to come to the United States, with the exception of her brother, who accompanied her here. They'd never visited before she came to stay. And her parents are coming for the first time at Christmas, and will stay for about a week. In talking with her, it was awesome, first of all. I don't think we stopped talking the whole time, but you know, it made me think about the considerations that international students have. She can't go home until May. This 7-hour time difference means that when she can talk to her parents is between classes, and this little gap between when one class ends and the next class starts, because any other time they're sleeping, right? They talk every day. All her classes are in a different language. She speaks English beautifully, but that's different than hearing a PhD at the front of the classroom talk about a, sort of a technical matter. But she's really grateful for the opportunity that's provided here, because it provides a mechanism for her to be both an academic and an athlete, which would not be available to her in the Canary Islands. You have to choose one or the other. And this is pretty special to be able to do both. She's amazed at how friendly and positive and welcoming everybody has been. She feels like she's living inside of a movie, because her experience in the United States was all on a screen before, and now she sort of walks into places and goes, is there a camera here somewhere? And she feels like the facilities are really extraordinary, both the academic facilities and the athletic facilities, compared to what she's used to. Distance is a bit of an unusual thing for her, and I can identify with this, having grown up in an island myself. 6 hours of driving is a tremendously long trip in her terms and mine. She can get across her island in, what did you say?
40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes. So this probably the size of everything in the US is a little bit of a stunner, I would think. The really important things: favorite artist, Queen Bee, Beyonce. Favorite film is The Impossible, which is about the 2004 tsunami in Thailand. She has a Maltese named Chico, whom she misses. And if she won the lotto right now, she would buy a ticket to the Canary Islands. She misses home a little bit. She's very glad to be here. I just want to thank you for your time, for coming. It was a leap of faith, and to really applaud your commitment and your courage. What you're doing would be pretty stunning for almost anybody. And welcome you to the Buffs, to Boulder, to the United States. And my question, which I conveniently left down there, but I think I can come up with again, is I have my 3 daughters here tonight. There they are waving back there. Their ages 10, 13, and 15. And I wanted to ask a strong young woman what advice she would give to them, thinking back on the time that she was those ages.
Okay, so I would say to appreciate what you have, because for my personal experience, once you don't have your parents by your side, it's hard. So appreciate what you have right by your side every single day, and be kind to them. Don't ever put a bad face on them when they tell you to make your bed or do the dishes. So just be kind, and yeah, that's all I have to say.
I swear I didn't pay her to say that, girls. I promise I did not. At least not yet. Thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you
a
so
pleasure
much
to
for
get to
being
meet you.
here, everybody, and thank you for taking your time to talk to me. Go Buffs.